Thank you very much, Mr. Vidal-Quadras. And I would like to say first that I'm very pleased to be here with this distinguished group of Americans who have come to, and the hospitality of the European Parliament, to discuss what I think is a very urgent and important problem and a critical opportunity for the West. I'd like to begin by expressing my sympathy for those who were in Camp Ashraf and their loved ones. I've seen this tape 3 times. It never fails to impact me very strongly. I spent 38 years in uniform. I helped negotiate the peace agreement in Bosnia with Richard Holbrooke, and I was the NATO commander, and I think I know a war crime when I see it. And I think there should be an immediate action taken by the International Criminal Court to investigate what happened at Ashraf. Above and beyond everything else, this has the appearance of a war crime. And it needs to be dealt with properly and legally. Just like every other government is responsible, so should the Iraqi government be held accountable. These were Iraqi soldiers. So every time I see this tape, I feel very strongly about this. Mr. Vidal-Quadras said that this is a race against time, but it's also a fight against tyranny. And I think that as much as the humanitarian concerns right now are the overriding issue, I think one cannot set aside the strategic imperatives that are present here also. The history is well known. In 2003, when the United States forces came in, we knew what the MEK was. We made relations with them. We promised them protection. If they disarmed, they disarmed. They received protected status under the United States and under UN authority when the United States. But I've seen no evidence that this is a terrorist organization. I've asked for this. None has been presented. I can see no reason why they should remain on the foreign terrorist organization list. None. After the 8th of April, people inside the government of the United States began talking about the inside Iraq relocation as a temporary alternative until an outside Iraq solution could be developed. Well, that solution has been developed. It's here in the European plan, and I think that it should be supported not only by European governments, but also by the United States. And I commend the European Parliament and its delegation and Stern Stevenson for leading this effort, and for Patty Ashdown as well, to make this happen. I also endorse the idea of a UN team, and I would like to suggest that this would be an ideal opportunity for the European Union to take leadership in providing the resources for this team. I want to call again on the investigation, not only by the United States and international authorities, but by the International Criminal Court, to look at what happened at Camp Ashraf. I hope the United States government will move to support and in the meantime, to provide the medical treatment, the protection, and the investigation so that the people in Camp Ashraf can be treated and protected, and those responsible for the events of 8 April be held accountable. This brings me then to the strategic issue. It's well known that the Iranian government has a long, long reach. Iranian dissidents have been assassinated periodically over the years worldwide. The actions of the Iranian government in the Middle East, outside the borders of Iraq, of Iran, are well known. And it should be a real issue for people to ask, how can a group of 4,000 women and 2,000 men who are disarmed in a camp inside Iraq attract such focus from the Iranian government that they would put so much pressure on worldwide to attack this group? I was in a conference in Los Angeles 3 weeks ago, and an unofficial representative of the Iranian government, at least that's what he's reported to me, came up to me and told me and warned me about this group. It's a worldwide campaign against this group. Now, you have to ask yourself as a strategist, why would this be? How can this group be so powerful? If nobody in Iraq believes in them, nobody supports them, then why wouldn't the Iranian government just ignore them? Why make... So, it must not be true. This group could be the key to opening the third way of dealing with the crisis in Iran that is surely coming. Preserving these people and recognizing the extraordinary influence that they have, obviously, is not only a humanitarian imperative, it is a strategic imperative. Thank you.